players. Everybody thinks they're Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mobile Masters Las Vegas here, 2017. We are ready to jump into some international Vainglory action. This is going to be your precursor for Worlds, and a lot is on the line for these players here in the city of Sydney.
$2,000 on the line. It feels appropriate as we are here in Vegas. These teams want to win big. Hey, there's three of us. Maybe we should have thought about it in the tournament. Right?
Yeah, maybe we should jump onto the stage later into the day. This is going to be Team Solomid jumping onto the stage. Let's see how they were feeling coming into the World Championship. This is the first time since then that they're going to be going up against EA teams if they can make it later on. But the first opponents that they have to get through is going to be Team Echo Fox. Now, this is a team that's had some stage presence in the past. We've seen them playing in the Vainglory in the past. Now they're going to be jumping onto this stage trying to prove themselves. And we talked to them about how they're feeling going into this.
He knows that he's trying to get in that flank position. Good stuff, though, out of Selena. He's not going to follow it up, though, again. Supernova's doing so much damage. Best Chuck wants even more. Slade's got to be careful here. Irwin maybe stuck around a little too long. Good Githian wall from FlashX, setting up the kills. Team Solomid a turret as well. He's going to need it down here.
Selena has been caught out, though. Huge ultimate from Best Chuck, and Selena gets the heal, but it's just not enough. Now Irwin, the next one to fall. Best Chuck. At some point, Echo Fox kind of has to commit. What they're doing right now. Selena tries to go in, but look at this. Burst down. The ultimate hardly doing anything. The turret's still alive. It's not doing work on Team Solomid. A lot of work on the turrets. It's now or never.
On Echo Fox. They've got to make it happen, but Selena gets wiped out. Team Solomid, they find another kill. They're looking for the third. This is going to be game one going the way of Team Solomid.
Yeah, Irwin drops as well. Team Solomid starting this gauntlet the way they mean to go on. A 19-2 victory, 12,000 gold lead, and a convincing start. Flawless from both the jungler and the carry. Exceptional start.
Yeah, this is really impressive work for TSM, and it needs to be, right? Their first game of Mobile Masters has to be dominant.
One, gentlemen. We could see some cheddar cheese coming through from these teams. We'll have to see. But obviously, Hegman was a new player joining the SK.
He wants to put that pressure on, but Impale lands.
Speaking of pressure,
that's a lot of damage on the Von C. Grace ultimate does keep him up for a little bit here. Rocket Leap stuns up one. That's going to be the Thunder Strike.
Flasks, and actually Best Chuck just popping his, I think, to get the energy and the top off back, but here we go again.
Yeah, it's going to be another fight kicked off here. TSM wants to leap in. They find one pick very quickly. Kraken, you know they're going to try and get in here and steal it. Good. This crowd control coming in. That's going to set up
Samuel
the splash damage.
Oh.
Tyrus with the steal as well, but can they get out of here? Kavalifar, Fountain's procced onto him. He's doing a good job fighting back onto Best Chuck. Can't get out of there, though. Tyrus, he's on Von C. There's 1 versus 1s on down. TSM, they're looking for the win here.
Certainly are, but this team fight could decide everything. Tyrus getting good damage across the team, but look at this damage onto him, trying to kite back. 500 damage crits over and over again. Oblivion doesn't land onto any target capable, trying to finish off Best Chuck. He will be able to get the kill. Tyrus will get knocked up, though, and that means that Monsi trying to get onto K-Val. Beautiful Valkyrie. Hegman has got no time left. He's going to go down, and that might just be the end of SK Gaming.
Game number 2, they're here to run the gauntlet.
They certainly are, and that's going to be FlashX and Fonzie finishing things off. Another game in the bag for Team Solomid. SK, they had a good job in the early game. They had some good fights, but not quite enough to take on this powerhouse composition from Team Solomid.
Yeah, I love the fact they were able to push down the lane.
Europe, they're going to be feeling confident coming on in here. This is definitely a team that historically is a confident European team. Let's take a look at the roster brought to you guys by Red Bull TV. There's going to be Techno JJ, Net Toilette, and Palmatoro jumping onto the stage.
Man, this team, they're on the front line now trying to take down Net Toilette. Gauntlet comes across. There's no reflex block on Techno to get out of this one. He's trying to fight in the choke point. That's not going to work out. Palmatoro can't do anything. Team Hellsheart landing. Very difficult for Palmatoro to get out of here. You don't want to fight so far in the back foot as a Rhyme already down in the fight. Net Toilette manages to keep Techno JJ alive for just a moment longer. Still, TSM find the kill, and now he is not going to be able to get out of here. Team Solomid, back-to-back aces coming on. We're going to have to see if they run again.
Speaking of engaging, that's what we're going to see. Techno JJ trying to escape from this one. The Echo Gauntlets. Vonsi has a perfect 1v1 on the go right here, and now a Dragon's Breath onto everybody. This is bad news. Palmatoro goes down. There's another ace coming through for Team Solomid, and yet another scoreline with less than 3 kills for their opponent.
Team Solomid Fremont Street here soon. We'll have to see if he can win this team fight. The fight coming up. See, Palmatoro this time is trying to get on the key target of Bestchuck on the backline. Bestchuck actually very low here. There's a window for Fnatic to make the plays happen, but Techno is not able to match him as Vonsi slows him up on the front line. Kestrel is going to go down. Net Toilette had to bail. Fnatic, they lose their second carry. Look how close they were able to get to possibly winning that team fight, possibly taking down Bestchuck. Unfortunately, it's too late for them.
Yeah, Team Solomid continuing their dominance. A 13-2 scoreline as they finish out a 16-minute game against Fnatic. Team Solomid going to continue to make their way through this gauntlet. That's 3 opponents down. EU has been knocked out. And it's time to move on to the next game. Incredible stuff coming out from them, as ever. Just well storied, but this is going to be their opponents coming on into this game. It's NRG stepping onto the stage. This is their Red Bull TV roster themselves, and Mixi, Bradley, and Archaic. This is a slightly different NRG roster to what we've seen in the past. But let's see.
Goes to Team Solomid, and they're going to take him. Archaic already very low. Bestchuck coming in from the flank. He's got a big red button going down. TSM are a little low on the life totals here, though, and Bestchuck is a bit afraid of diving off the backline, but he's going to do it in the end. I've got to imagine Divine intervention just barely saving him. Team Solomid, I think they wanted to see how much Vonsi could do by himself.
Otherwise, looks like TSM might take this one.
Vonsi being very aggressive. Archaic can't actually land his damage. He doesn't get that fortified health. And Vonsi snipes him out of the backline. Now Mixi going to be the next target, trying to kite away, trying to keep himself alive. But there's just no chance when there's a duel on you. That's going to be a double kill coming out for Bestchuck NA. And it's going to be, that is a huge lead. And that's not including Vonsi's.
What is that damage coming out from Team Solomid? Where'd NRG go? They just disappeared. That was a weird
On point, and the Thunder Strike slicing through all the members of the team. I don't actually know if I've seen a team die as quickly as that in a team fight.
for Team Solomid to try and make it there. I know that they want to have that chance to go to C9 yet again. In order to do it, though, they're going up against one of the best teams from Korea next time.
Opponents targeted Vonsi's jungle team in their picks. So can you kind of talk about how that factored into what you thought was probably the key difference in you guys becoming dominant once again?
Yeah, so they kind of targeted both the Kroll and the Rhyme away from Vonsi. He's obviously very comfortable on those heroes. So we put him on something that he had not played yet, Black Feather. He's a very deep hero pool, and Chuck did a really good job in his draft preparation to make sure that he's still on a hero that he's very comfortable with.
So in order to successfully run the gauntlet and move on to the round robin portion, you guys will have to beat one of the best teams from Korea, Ace Gaming. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, they're really good. They're one of the best teams, if not the best team in Korea right now. So we know we have definitely the hardest game we've played so far coming out, but we feel good. We kind of got the momentum, and I think we'll put us together on stage.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Against Ace Gaming, it's difficult to say who is a favorite coming in here because it's so long since we saw North America against East Asia. This is going to be the Red Bull TV roster here for Ace Gaming. We've got Creation, we've got Scarshield, and we have Tassa coming in.
Yeah, this is going to be a very exciting matchup, as I mentioned before. These players from these games as well, that's going to be counter-engage Creation. He needs to land the damage. Bestchuck's already gone down. That's bad news for Team Solomid. Vainglory, pretty healthy, has the flask available, but it's just been 1 versus 3. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of there. Nicely right now, Team Solomid is looking for that flank initiation. Potentially, there's another arcane passage. They want to go in for this one. This time, Creation going to be going down very quickly. Best Chuck with the crits. He's doing some serious work. Scar Shield, he's so low. Signals off, but that's the reflex block. Scar Shield gets on out of there. Vainglory, I'm sure he'd love to get on top of Tassa here. Just can't do it, though. Tassa actually put some serious pressure on with all those stacks up. If the bullet was not there, the leap forward might have been able to go for the execute kill. Kraken has just spawned a great time to get a pick for Team Solomid. Can they find this massive objective off the back of it, though? Scar Shield and Tassa are here to contest.
This is stealable. On point does a lot of damage. This could be huge right now. It's going to be going down. It's going to be Tassa that gets the steal. That is absolutely massive. There's a triple root as well. Tassa gets himself a kill. Vainglory is in trouble. This is going to be a 2 versus 3 ace. They get the Kraken as well. Ace Gaming have just flipped everything onto its head.
This is an absolute disaster for Team Solomid. Not only does Ace Gaming steal the Kraken, but 1 shot, 1 kill comes down here. Could this be the game? Ace Gaming are thinking about going for Brook here, but that is going to be a kill onto Tassa. Team Solomid, they're on the hunt. Creation out of energy here, but no one's backing up FlashX. They've got to deal with the Kraken in the base. Vein Crystal not going to be going down. Ace Gaming are going to have to come back later and try and tie this one up.
What?
Here we go.
Go, team fight underway. Vainglory on the front line, already incredibly low in this one, but Creation's caught out. That is huge for Team Solomid. Tassa now trying to kite back away from this one. Scarshield running on into the jungle. They have to decide which target they want to chase on this one. They're not going to be able to get an ace regardless. Tassa keeping them at arm's length, doing a great job of kiting away here, but how long can he actually survive this one? Scarshield coming back in. Are they looking for a 2 versus 3? This would be unreal if this was pulled off by Ace Gaming. Best Chuck is getting a little bit too close for comfort, but they finish off the kill in the end. It's Vainglory that grabs him, and now Scarshield has maybe put himself in a dangerous situation. 8 seconds until Creation's up. Scarshield needs to survive. He can't afford to let an ace go across. 3 seconds left on the death timer. 1 second, he's denied the ace, and now he's just playing for extra time.
Yeah, that was so close to being an ace. Both teams drawing a little bit here. Team Solomid wants to find that window. Here it's going to go.
Flash engaging once again. Vainglory getting onto Creation in this backline. This is dangerous for Ace Gaming. He's going to go down on this one. Team Solomid getting an advantage, trying to turn it into 4 now, looking towards Scarshield. They should be able to chase him down eventually, but Lance so hard to actually catch up to with his roll, with his impale. Best Chuck just waiting for him to make that move, though. Will be able to stick onto the target. Scarshield doesn't quite get the roll. Good effort from the guy, but not an ace, but still a huge opportunity for TSM. It might be an ace. Tassa just gets away with that one.
He was like almost 100% certain that TSM were just going to go for Kraken there. So he was like, all right, I got to move in. Wait, they're here? Oh no. Now Team Solomid, they're actually pushing without Kraken. This is a bold play. They've got 2 turrets left. I don't think they can end the game here, but they're certainly going to try. Vainglory's so low, he's got to get out. He's actually still taking turret aggro.
Oh, they got the ace.
The kill. Ace buff minions, ace healing. That is huge for Team Solomid. They're going to clean the game up and run the gauntlet flawlessly, moving on to the championship.
What an absolutely incredible performance coming out from Team Solomid. An exceptional game. Honestly, as a precursor to the World Championship later this year, that was so incredibly close between these 2 teams. Team Solomid take it in the end. Their late game team fighting really managing to get them that 1 step higher, but some of those interactions were just so much down to the tiny little outplays coming out from each of these.
I'm actually so incredibly sad.
TSM, you guys seem pretty happy. You guys were laughing down here because obviously you guys had to really pull out everything you had for that last game against Ace. So just kind of walk me through the composure that was needed for the end game and to be able to make the bold moves you guys did in order to win.
Yeah, so going into it, we definitely knew it was going to be our hardest matchup. We played a little bit more passively than what we normally do, just to kind of size them up and see what they're capable of. Unfortunately, around the 15-16 minute mark, once Kraken spawned, we made a judgment call to try and race the Kraken down before they could get there to contest. It almost threw the game, but we were able to hang on, keep our composure, play really, really patient, and get the fights that we wanted, and it worked out for us in the end.
So moving on to the round robin portion, you know, Cloud9, they won the first Mobile Masters. Rogue, what are your preparations going to be like in the next, you know, 45 minutes that you guys have before you have to face off?
Well, fortunately, we definitely get to watch them play after they've been sitting there and watch us play about 5 games in a row. But they're definitely 2 very strong teams that we practice against on a daily basis. We know that they're very, very good, but hopefully we can still continue to prevail.
All right, well,
We certainly are. Rogue and Cloud9, and now TSM going to be jumping into the Champion of Champions tournament. That's going to be it from the Gauntlet, though. Thank you. You have to seriously respect this team.
Well, in the last Mobile Masters, we saw the World Championship team, Rox Armada, not make it through the entire Gauntlet. So when you ask how hard it is, it's really difficult. The fact that TSM did it, and did it with such a dominant style all the way through, was very impressive.
A big key to that, for me, has got to be their flexibility in draft. When we saw Rox fail to run the Gauntlet the entire way through, they were playing a composition.
I have a feeling TSM is going to be quite a scrappy team fight composition, so it's going to lead to a quite exciting game.
And that is something that plays into the way in which TSM has been playing recently. They have been quite aggressive. If you compare that to Rogue in their last game of this tournament, Rogue was very much more on the back foot, reacting to Cloud9 until the advantage they had was just overwhelming.
Absolutely, and we'll see whether either of these teams are going to be overwhelmed.
About 1,500 gold here, wanting to shop, but they might just fight instead.
Yeah, Vonce's already taken quite a lot of damage off the back of this initiation, though he's got to be careful, just barely alive. Val is able to turn things around, finds 2 quick kills. TSM on the hunt for the 3rd pawn. The original cannot get out of there. Team Solomid at 11-3 are really trying to lock this game in.
I mean, anyway, and it means that TSM grab a Kraken, and they might just grab a fight.
Yeah, very nice arcane passage in from FlashX. They wanted to go for this immediately off the back of that Kraken. They find 2 kills. Evol, the last man standing, the captain for Rogue, will not be able to defend the base. He goes down. It's an ace for Team Solomid. It's a Kraken, and it's very likely going to be the game.
This could be a fantastic start to the tournament for the likes of Team Solomid. We already saw Rogue take 1 game, but that means that they are going to be 1-1 so far, which means that our next game will be the decider. Team Solomid taking down Rogue with a convincing victory.
Rogue are going to be watching this next game with bated breath, guys, because if C9 is able to take it, we go to round 2. We start it all over. We see if someone can actually pull away from the pack in 2-0. But if TSM, which could break things open here, because Cloud9 and TSM, they've been waiting for a rematch for a little while at a live environment. This is going to be it.
This is El Clasico for North America in Vainglory. Cloud9 stepping onto the stage. You can see them there looking confident as ever, and definitely this is one of the teams that has kind of been historically somewhat of a kryptonite coming through here, or TSM has been for Cloud9, but not recently. Now, the Red Bull TV roster for this squad: Old School, Gabe Bizzle, and I Love Joseph. All 3 incredibly strong players, both mechanically and in their knowledge.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they got shaken up at all in their loss against Rogue.
It's on about good damage coming out from TSM, but here comes Attack of the Pack. Here comes the burst coming out from Cloud9. Joseph trying to escape with his life, as is Old School, has to dash away from this one. Keeping everybody alive. Solar Storm is going to come on through. Nice little dodge from Old School, gets behind the turret, but here comes Vonce. He's not done with the fight just yet. Baron keeping him alive, but only just. Old School trying to cut through this fight. Can he actually get a kill for himself? The answer's no. Here we go. Here we go, boots on back. It's going to be Gabe Bizzle trying to jump onto the backline. He's deleted, though. No chance to fight back on this one. Best Truck just about surviving. Does go down in the end, but it is a triple kill for Vonce. A huge fight for TSM. They can fight right now.
With the flank. See Team Solomid, they got to back up here. Best Chuck is taking a decent amount of damage. He nearly goes down. He does, in fact, trade for Joseph. Old School, sorry, is going to be the one to go down. Joseph doesn't have a ton of damage with weakness stacks. This is the fight TSM likely can win. They got to keep the pressure on. That's going to be the route onto Gabe Vizzle. Vonce wants him. He's moving in.
Nice.
Great
Get
the
the
wall.
oh,
He had to double out.
Yeah.
That is huge. If it wasn't for the engage. That's Chuck and A.
Right. This time it's going to be Vonce on the focus right now, but it's actually Joseph on the backline managing to grab himself a kill. It's going to be a route coming on down, and it's a 1-for-1 trade, but look at Vonce Vonce's health bar. This could be huge for Cloud9 if they can just finish off the kill, but he's surviving narrowly with his life, trying to get away, but there is
The initiation though, Joseph on the back line trying to find Chuck yet again. Chuck is able to get a lot of distance here. Solar Storm through the entire team. He finds the first kill. Joseph to go down. Old School still alive though. Weakness stacks are really messing with his ability to fight, and he is going to fall. Cloud9 do not get aced, but Team Solomid have 2 members up.
I think that's game.
Crystal.
I think that is game. It's going to be Vonce charging this one in.
It's just Gabe Vizzle left. Like, the only option he has at this point is to sell something by Atlas. You're going to have to stop the attack speed. Nope, he's going to get something different than Atlas. Poison ship.
I mean,
and he's going to celebrate the victory, I think, with TSM.
Full 30 seconds on the dead timers right here for Cloud9. There's no way that Gabe Vizzle can stop it. He knows it. He knows what's going on right now, and Vonce will be able to finish the job with his smite. This is going to be the game going to Team Solomid. Team Solomid, your champion of champions, going over, shaking the hands of Cloud9. They can be over the moon with their victory. Exceptional play across the course of this.
The longest game that we played, Cloud9, super talented team. They definitely gave it 100%, but at the end of the day, our 100% was better.
So not only did you guys have to beat Cloud9, you guys also beat Rogue in order to become the champion of champions. What do you think that says about how you guys are playing?
I think that this definitely helped set the tone going into the second split. There's a lot on the line for a lot of very talented teams, but I think we're going to do really well.
All right, well, you guys certainly proved your mettle here today. Congratulations.
At their happy faces as they are going to take home that Mobile Masters Las Vegas trophy. Incredible